friend that frequently cheats on tests via his phone and kind of always just has pictures of every test.
Where do you get the pictures? People send them around?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a whole group thing?
Yeah.
Here's a shocking statistic for you. 2 out of 3 college students have admitted to cheating, according to Examiner.com. Cheating is the act of academic dishonesty. This includes plagiarism or lacking citations, lying for deadline extension, making up facts, or helping others perform any of these actions. Yes, there are programs that detect cheating via the computer, but this does not assist with non-plagiarism offenses, such as stealing a test, sending text messages throughout an exam, or bringing notes into the exam.
Have you ever cheated on a test?
Yeah. I stole the syllabus and I remembered the answers. Come time to take the test, I remembered everything and I got like a 93.
It was a benefit for you, right?
What? Cheating?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I graduated. Yeah, and I was able to make something of myself.
In geometry, we had really hard formulas we needed to memorize for our final, and we couldn't use your note cards, so I took the back of my calculator and wrote down all the formulas on them.
Off papers, we keep them hidden under the desk on chairs, or you have their cell phones even.
Well, one time we had wristbands, and we all had the same color wristbands, so we would know which chest is which. We all help each other out.
Sent a picture of the test, sitting in class and somebody looking over at somebody's test. I always talk to the people next to me.
The most common way I would have to say is probably through electronic means, taking pictures of tests, sharing pictures of assignments on social media, kids taking pictures of completed work, posting it on Facebook, posting it on Twitter.
Those that have the habit of cheating, with every successful time that it happens, it becomes easier and a larger habit to continue this again the next time. This also happens the same for non-cheaters. Those that have not picked up the habit of cheating will continue to not cheat as tests go on. These habits begin in a classroom setting, but they carry over to the workplace. Most people don't just stop these habits, but carry them over to the next phase of their life.
I feel like the teachers are already cheating you on their own by making every test an open-ended question. So it's going to be hard for the students, so we're going to try to find a way to pass.
Frankly, I think the teachers are a little bit more lenient as well. I think that cheating has become easier because iPhones and all sorts of stuff.
I think parents put a lot of pressure, a lot of academic pressure on students so that they feel like maybe that's the only way to succeed.
Are the consequences of cheating reinforced enough within school?
I don't believe so. I think that if you put it on their records for college applications where it put down that they've had some episodes of academic dishonesty, it would go a long way.
Do you believe the consequences of cheating are reinforced enough in a classroom setting?
I think anytime you talk about enforcement, there's some unevenness. So do all of the teachers at Walled Lake Central treat cheating exactly the same way every single time? Probably not. Is there an overarching sense that cheating should be curtailed and kids should have consequences? Yes. Some people go at it a little bit harder than others.
With college pressure to be involved in numerous activities, sports, and organizations, and to also enroll in rigorous courses, leave high school students under lots of stress and pressure with little time to prepare for exams and complete homework. The anxiety over getting a good grade, leads high school students to cheat? Do colleges put too much pressure on students to excel that eventually causes students to use cheating as a crutch?
Honestly, I think there's a lot of pressure for students, especially with the competition nowadays and the learning of languages. But at the same time, you have to do the right thing. I think a lot of it goes to moral thoughts and that, and moral decisions.
In the past, the students that cheated were the struggling, dull, barely passing students. Now, the wise, bright, and smart students are also cheating. This is because of the copious demands that colleges place on high school students.
If we cheated in high school, my mom and dad would ground us, and we were in very grave trouble. We would get anything we had valuable taken away from us. We would be grounded for weeks, and we would actually get hit if the cheating was so bad.
How did you discipline your child when they were caught cheating in school?
Basically a slap on the wrist. When it comes to cheating, I always say, just don't do that again.
I think a lot of parents now are more concerned with the grade than the consequences of cheating.
Would you say there's an increase in cheating over the years in a high school setting?
No, I don't think so. I think it's gotten a little bit easier. So in that way, maybe a skinch, but there have always been people that are looking to take shortcuts. It may have increased a bit just because it's a little bit easier.
Would you say there is an overall difference in the way cheating is dealt with now versus years ago at home?
Yes, I would say in general everything is dealt with easier now than it was back in my day. In my day, we would get spanked or grounded or both, and nowadays I think for cheating and a lot of other things that parents are much more lenient.
Do you view a student differently after they've been caught cheating?
Yeah, we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, always.
How is cheating dealt with at Walled Lake Central?
Well, we have an anti-cheating policy. The first consequence, I believe, is getting a 0 on the assignment. And then we start to talk about consequences, like detention and suspension and things if it persists, if a person does it more than once.
It seems as if grades are the most important aspect in school, according to students, rather than education in general. As the LA Times puts it, cheating has become almost as traditional as prom. So you decide, is it cheating, or is it just the means of survival? Thank you.